Hey, what's up, gang? Welcome back to the Rockwell Chronicles. I am your host, Johnny Ritchie, and as always, my partner in crime, Miss Rachel Thomas. Rachel, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, Johnny?
I'm doing so fantastic. What's in today's episode?
Well, today we've got an action-packed episode. We're gonna head over to Herriman, where there was the Enduro Cross. Total mayhem, total chaos.
That's right, Rachel, and you had an opportunity to go down to the Golden Gloves and see some of the best amateur boxers in the country converge on Salt Lake City. It's
Sure
pretty
did.
cool.
It was awesome.
And that's all coming up next, right here on the Rockwell Chronicles.
Rachel, filling in for the ever-busy Johnny Ritchie. And tonight we are here at the 2013 National Golden Gloves Tournament of Champions. Here tonight you're going to see the nation's best amateur boxers duking it out for the title prize of the National Golden Gloves Champion. Now this is where boxers like Oscar De La Hoya, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather all got their starts. So you never know, we could be looking at a future legend.
The whole time I was fighting, that was going through my head, my mom and my dad. And I was just working. I couldn't stop going. I had to keep coming forward because he had beat me before when he was younger. So he brought that into the fight, thinking that he was going to beat me again. A lot of trash talking, but I shut him up this time. Getting that revenge. Then winning the glove. Golden Glove, they wanted to see you rumble. That's what I did. Hopefully I do make it on the Olympic team and go to the Olympics. But I'm going to keep pursuing my dreams and keep getting motivated by my trainer and my family and my friends.
You know, winning this tournament was the beginning of a lot of great things for me in my career. So I always got a lot of respect for the Golden Gloves because it opened up a lot of doors for me. Winning the National Golden Gloves, that was my first open division win. I was only 18 years old. I was a senior in high school, and all the guys I fought were, 25, 26. I was barely 18, so I was very proud of that. But I'm grateful to be here. Thanks so much for having me. And, big shout out to you guys for, giving these guys some exposure.
It felt good, a lot of people don't know that I actually competed in this tournament 3 times prior to this one. And I lost in all 3, so I had to go back to the drawing board, come back a little stronger, a little more disciplined, and this is what it got me.
He's just raw talent. Then he has the benefits of actually watching everyone, watching me, watching Alan, as well as Antonio. So he's the combination of all of us put in one.
I have my coach, who was also my dad, in my corner, and I know he has my best interest at hand. So whatever he says from there, that's what we're going to go with.
win, just win, and win in the best fashion I could. I always like to look good. I always like to win good. Every time he threw one, I threw 5. It gave me a lot of confidence. I felt like I had to come out here and make a statement for myself. I know people knew about it and they wanted to see what I could do. I basically just showed them. If I could go to the Olympics, I'll go to the Olympics. But if I could get a good offer to go pro, I'll go pro.
My name is Cam F. Awesome. Since the name change, and I became Cam F. Awesome on February 16, 2013, this is my first Golden Glove National Championships. I'm a 10-time national champion. This is my 3rd time winning the Golden Glove Nationals. My 2nd time winning the Golden Glove Nationals here in Salt Lake City. I've won the U.S. Men's Nationals 3 times. I've won the Olympic trials, and I've also won National Pal 3 times. So I feel like a celebrity, even though I'm not. Yeah.
We've got to go to commercial break, but when we get back, more Golden Gloves action.
Accidents happen. And a lot of other things. For all your legal needs, one law.
Rockwell Time presents the 2nd annual long drive competition at the Lakeside Golf Course in West Bountiful, Utah, June 20th through the 22nd. Come watch the best long drivers in the world or see if you have what it takes to beat the pros. For more information, visit us at events.rockwelltime.com.
Edge Products, the premier name for truck performance, brings you the Evolution CS and CTS line of tuners. Whether you're interested in fuel economy, towing, or performance, Edge Products will improve your vehicle's efficiency. Monitor vital engine data, customize your truck's performance, read and clear check engine lights, perform other diagnostics, and simplify trailering using Edge's backup camera. Visit www.tuneyourtruck.com to learn more about how Edge can enhance your drive.
Meet Johnny, a professional stuntman. Even as a child, Johnny had a tendency to make extreme decisions. This tendency persisted as he got older. Johnny's behavior has given him a number of aches and pains over the years. He needs a doctor, but he's been down that road before. All to find out that Johnny needs an MRI. But wait, Johnny has an idea. A very good idea. Not that, Johnny. This. Johnny goes to US MRI, where the professionals quickly, accurately, and affordably identify Johnny's problem. Now he can get back to his thrills with no fear. Call now and save up to 75% off of hospital prices.
Welcome back, fight fans. If you want to learn more about the Golden Gloves, we've got a great interview lined up with Larry Fulmer of the Golden Gloves Association.
They are making some changes in the Golden Gloves that really is going to propel it. There's been a lot of people involved in putting this together. A lot of them are foamers. Boxing in Utah and the Foamer brothers is just synonymous. So Uncle Gene won the world championship in 1957. This was a big, major project, though. We started on this 2 years ago.
The sport is cyclical. Like every other thing in the world, it's cyclical. And in my opinion, it's coming out of a small bit of a recession. And I think the sky's the limit for the future of boxing right now.
Before 2009, the last time Salt Lake had hosted the National Golden Gloves Tournament was 1968. The Rockwell Times, you guys, were just one of our major sponsors. You know what, let me just stop there for a second, because you guys did so much, and it's so good for these kids. I tell you the backgrounds they come from, but to have them sit at a radio station, you guys ask them questions, and they go to their friends and have their friends listening, and that's big time for these guys. That does so much for them, and I thank you. Every week for a month you've had us on, and that's been awesome. So anyway, a lot of great sponsors like that, and we appreciate it. One of the coaches from Philadelphia has talked to me several times. His gym is right in the ghetto in Philadelphia, and he never knows. One day a kid might not show up at the gym. Kid had a drive-by shooting and got killed. He's had that happen 6 times in the last 10 years. You're just glad that they're doing this, that this could maybe help change their lives so that they're not out on the street doing those kind of things, and that's the whole purpose of it.
They all want to help their mothers. They all want to help to their financial situation.
You go to all these kids and they all have a story.
Well, my name is Earl Newman Jr. I'm 21 years old and I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I used to be overweight, and I used to weigh 250 when I was about 14. So I took a few classes, and then, when I started boxing, I actually started shedding the weight, and I realized that I actually had a real knack for the sport. I worked hard all year, I did my state, the Golden Gloves, and come out here and, beat the top dudes in the country and stuff, and to do it in front of my family and friends and stuff like that is just amazing. I'm happy to make them proud. The Olympics would be nice, but, I always had aspirations to become a world champion. A whole week of fighting is pretty difficult. This is where I'm at now, national champion.
All right, well, there you have it. Rachel, looks like you had a great time down there, and I want to give a big shout out and congratulations to all the amateur boxers that now get to wear that Golden Gloves belt across their waist. Hey, we're going to go to break, but as soon as we get back, we're going to head down to Herriman City for the Hardcore Enduro Challenge.
This is organized chaos like you've never seen. Hey, I'm Rachel, and I want to let you in on a little secret. Mountain America Credit Union has teamed up with Rockwell watches to offer all new members an invite to join the Rockwell Nation. It's as simple as signing up for a checking account, and automatically you'll have access to all of the Rockwell Nation benefits. Once I learned about how many deals and discounts I could get, I was sold. Now, let me show you how this thing works. First stop, Wing Nuts. A discount on a basket full of their finger-licking wings makes for the perfect lunch. This place is delicious. Let's be honest, I'll use any excuse to get my hair done, and getting a deal at the Rockstar Hair Salon calls for an immediate visit. Now it's time to get down to business. Being a part of the Rockwell Nation gets me a discount at Sign City on custom business cards, banners, and any other print job I could possibly imagine. After all of this running around, of course I'm hungry again, so I'm heading to Witch Witch to grab a sandwich, custom ordered and built just the way I like it. With all of the money I've saved using my Rockwell Nation debit card, I definitely deserve a reward. And what's more satisfying than a sweet treat from Yogurtland? Okay. Whew. I ate way too much. Definitely need to work out. And nothing motivates me quite like a deal and a new pair of shoes from the Runner's Corner. Being a part of the Rockwell Nation just wouldn't be complete without a new timepiece. On top of all of these great benefits, the best one of all is I get a Rockwell watch for free. So, what are you waiting for? Join the Rockwell Nation today and you too can be rocking a shiny new Rockwell watch and get the best deals around. Head on down to your local Mountain America Credit Union and sign up now. And to check out the other amazing deals, visit rockwellnation.com.
Accidents happen. And a lot of other things. For all your legal needs, one law.
McGee's Elite, your one-stop shop for trophies, awards, engraving, and sports memorabilia. You name it, we can frame it. Team apparel, signed posters, music memorabilia, awards, custom engraving, Rockwell watches, and everything in between. Check us out on Facebook or visit us at one of our 2 Utah locations. Remember, if you name it, we can frame it here at McGee's Elite.
Ready for a serious thrill? Take it to the extreme with Flow Rider and iFly at the Solomon Center in Ogden. Where else can you surf in Utah? Beginner to advanced riders love Flow Rider because of its thrill of challenging the wave. Or check out iFly and soar in a 30-foot vertical wind tunnel with winds up to 175 miles per hour and experience a rush like nothing else. Get your gift cards today at www.iflyutah.com. Take it to the extreme with iFly and Flow Rider at the Solomon Center in Ogden.
All right, so for those of you that have never had the opportunity to see or witness an enduro cross event, yeah, you're really missing out. It's one of my favorites, and it's gaining popularity each and every year thanks to the X Games. They've really put enduro cross on the forefront of the action sports world. And also events like the Herriman City Enduro Challenge that's part of the Hardcore Enduro series. We were lucky enough and fortunate enough to team up with Brian Green from Edge Power Sports to be a part of this event. They did it last year in Herriman, sold out. Brian was expecting the same thing, but we had no idea of the turnout, not only in the fans, but some of the world's best showed up in Herriman City to compete in this year's event. It's always fun to see the beginners, the youth, the amateurs compete in this event because it's no different for them than it is for the professionals. It's just they finish in a little slower time, but they're still giving it their all. They're ripping through the mud, they're going over the tires, they're putting in their work. And I'm telling you right now, the track that Brian Green and the guys at Herriman City built, you're gonna see future world champions competing in this event, especially in those categories. My favorite part is the side-by-sides. It's pure chaos, it's carnage. I mean, you've got these four-wheel machines that don't belong on a closed course track competing side-by-side by one another. And as you'll see, some of these guys take it to the extreme. Yeah, I told you, man, the side-by-sides are crazy. And you can see old Elroy Doyle out there leading the pack. And then right at the very end, hits that huge air, rolls his machine, and keeps on trucking. That's my type of enduro cross racer for sure. So as I told you guys in the beginning, some of the best in the world converge on Herriman City to take part in this Hardcore Enduro Series event. And when I looked at the roster, I wouldn't be surprised to see names like Taddy Beluziak and Mike Brown. Those guys had other commitments, but I tell you, they've competed in some of Brian's other events, and I thought for sure they would be here. But still, you've got Jacob Argubright, you've got Colton Haker, you've got Corey Graffunder. These guys have all competed in X Games. They've all traveled the world and competed. I mean, these guys are some of the best. So it's kind of fun for the local guys, the local pros, to get to compete with these international enduro cross superstars. Well, there you have it. Corey Graffender pulls out the victory in the Pro Series, the Pro Class. I think we had over 35 competitors compete for the Pro Division. So it was awesome, man. Corey went out there and ripped it up. You'll see this guy in the X Games if you tune in, but make sure to keep an eye on Endurocross because you'll recognize some of the names that competed today, especially your winner, Corey Graffender. Once again, I want to give a big shout out to Brian Green and the Edge Power Sports. Man, you put on an amazing event. It was fun to be a part of it, whether it was the radio show leading up to the event, and then of course being able to announce and see the organized chaos that you put together. But also everyone at Herriman City. Fantastic venue, another sellout. Thanks again, guys. Yeah, the team, the volunteers, everyone was amazing. And on behalf of Brian Green and Rich Agate from Rockwell Time, I just want to say thanks so much for everyone that competed and helped out with this event. And it was amazing. Thanks again, Herriman City. Without you, we couldn't have done it. So looking forward to the Herriman City Challenge 2014. All right, well, that's a wrap for this edition of the Rockwell Chronicles. I want to give a big shout out to Larry Fulmer and all the guys associated with the Golden Gloves, as well as Brian Green and everyone down at Herriman City putting on the Hardcore Enduro Challenge. We had it right. And Rachel, thank you.
Thanks, Johnny. And if you guys liked anything that you saw today, including watches, or want to check out one of our future events, visit rockwellwatches.com.
That's right. For everyone here at the Rockwell compound, I'm Johnny Ritchie. This is Rachel Thomas. See you next week.
Ain't gonna happen. Not today.